We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They begin the drive with Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
Yellow. Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The Broncos still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them going in the right direction. They need it quickly.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke round. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They go back to the ground with Williams. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Colts.
Here's Lance. And that is incomplete.
And we'll see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Right through.
From the gun, it's Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets its offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 9. Now Lance. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This one swung out to Williams. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready! Cowboy 80!
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Colts have retaken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you do it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope ball? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Hawk 70, Hawk.
They go play action with Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Red, yellow. Set, go.
Working from the gun, Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to power through. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here we go.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
70, Tampa Wolf. Cut 19.
Richardson looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return. TD. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
2nd down, here's Richardson. Got his man, it's Williams. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
19, Tiger.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff up the middle. Sutton. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Broncos 17.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
That's a tremendous start to the 3rd quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On the end around, here comes Williams. There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 58 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Broncos 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They run the jet sweep. Dotson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out. And it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get... There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. On On the counter, here's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw here. This one swung out here to Jones. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now back to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to about the 19. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44.
1st down, Colts.
On 1st down, it's Sutton, and he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Roll.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sutton. And he loses the football a 2nd time. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
He's going to keep this again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Sutton. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
It's been a struggle for the guys on defense trying to figure out how to get off the field. And now after that run, they're confronted with at least 4 more plays.
They'll try and run for it up. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Look at the big fella go. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Shreds him with a stiff arm. How did he stay on his feet? Touchdown! Javonte Williams. 41 yards. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. And it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
13 yards. And the Colts 1st down.
In motion right is Pittman. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sutton. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Colts, a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos.